Hey everyone, I'm Todd Stevens.
And I'm Ross
And
Merriam.
you're watching the Versus series here on StarCityGames.com. We're back here for some more standard action here featuring Core Set 19, and so far from Monday and Tuesday, Core Set 19 has looked really good, the new cards.
Yes.
Both Supreme Phantom on Tuesday in the Spirits deck and Nicol Bolas on Monday in the Standard deck. Both looked really good.
Yeah, both performed well. Both decks were able to beat some tough matchups in Jeskai Control for the Modern Spirits deck, and then Red-Black aggro or Chain Whirler Midrange, or I don't know, red cards I own.
Yeah, Red Mythics.
Yeah, red Mythic deck was able to defeat that one on day one. And today we have another standard challenge that is going to be from my side. I'm playing a blue-black Tezzeret control deck. This is from Jerry Thompson's recent article. At this point, it'll have been, about a week and a half old, almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we've got Tezzeret, we've got Karn, some cheap artifacts to enable them. Battle at the Bridge, which I think is a great removal spell. It deals with Hazard really nicely. The extra life you get is great. Metallic Rebuke and some other interactive pieces. So definitely looking to play a sort of tap-out style control, gain a lot of card advantage with Planeswalkers, play some removal spells, and attrition out the opponent.
Yep. And so against that, I'm going to go ahead and just play like the more traditional blue-black mid-range deck that we've seen do really well here recently. I'm playing the list that won Nationals right now.
U.S. Nationals. There's a lot of other nations in the world, Todd. Got to be specific.
That is true. The United States Nationals. All right. And so, we're kind of going to have a mid-range battle here between these. We're going to see if, like, Tezzeret's better than, like, the Scarab God and stuff. If you have Prophetic Prism instead of Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, so we're kind of seeing, like, you're playing a little bit less powerful cards, but more synergistic, and how that really matches up.
Yeah, so we're both trying to do the same thing, but we're doing it in slightly different ways. We have similar removal packages, so it's really going to be a battle of, like, can I assemble my synergies? And when assembled, are the synergies more powerful than just the Scarab God, Champion of Wits, Glint-Sleeve Siphoner in terms of generating card advantage? Yeah. So we'll put the artifacts to the test. I've been waiting for an artifact deck for a little while, and I like this one in particular because as opposed to blue-black Improvise, it doesn't have to play some of the really weak ones like Cogworker's Puzzle Knot and Servo Schematic, which are really weak against Chain Whirler and just low power cards in general. We're playing a few 1-mana artifacts to enable everything. There's a Renegade Map, and then the new card that gains a life every upkeep, and then you can cash it in for a card later. So that's a card that will function as an artifact early, but then when you flood out at the end of the game, you just cycle it away. It's kind of like a Mind Stone in this deck.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So Steve goes first. Let's go ahead and re-roll. We'll do poker dice again. We'll have Ross roll 3 of a kind. I'll roll 2 pairs.
Yeah, and then I'll get to go first.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have 2 pair.
Oh, I only have 1 pair. Just some ones.
I was really hoping you'd have 3 of a kind.
Yeah. Well, you still get to go first.
Yep. 3-0 so far. My dice rolling skills are great.
This past weekend for us, it was SCG Atlanta, and I did even odd, all the time with like giving my opponent a dice, I roll a dice.
Yeah.
And every single opponent until the very last 2 said odd. Like, it was just odd, mono odd, and it was mono even on the rolls. I just won every roll. Everybody was just like odd. It was always
That's
even.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, my hand seems pretty reasonable. I've got a good mix of stuff. Hopefully this card gets to really shine here. And yeah, easy keep.
Yeah, mine's a pretty easy keep as well. Definitely relying here on our 2-drop now. Hopefully we find some more lands so we can play our powerful stuff, but this isn't one in your chip bag.
Okay. Drowned Catacomb, pass.
Fetid Pools, pass.
Ooh. Okay, not the best of draws there, but I've got a treasure map. So.
Okay, Canal's a nice time for a Canal. Ooh, well, that one's going to work out just fine. All right, so Drowned Catacomb, and I'm going to get a Ba. I'm balling.
Okay. Not a bad draw. I am going to play a Sorcerer's Spyglass. Take a look at your hand. I will name the Scarab God.
The Scarab God. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Gotcha.
Pass the turn.
That's a tilt. Play this and tapped.
Yep.
Attack, trigger, get an energy.
I got 18.
and I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I will activate the map.
Okay.
Scry. Don't think I need this one at this point. I just really want to find more lands. And while this card cantrips, I don't want to spend the 2 mana to actually cantrip it, because my mana is a little light right now. So we'll bottom that. And now I will draw a card. And that's perfect. Definitely wanted a land. Now I can cast down the Siphoner so that it doesn't draw a card.
Yep.
And pass the turn.
That's all I got over here. I guess I'll kick it back over to you.
Okay. End of turn, I will scry with map.
Okay.
This does not seem like a card I want. So the key here is going to be setting up protection against these Vraska's Contempts, which is awkward because there's also a Gearhulk there. So it's like Todd has 3 of them. That's fine, though. Still, am I happy with this?
So you do get the other scry on upkeep to be able to flip it right away.
Yeah. I don't think I need to upkeep scry, though. I can be more reactive because I'm not going to use... I don't want to pop all the treasures for mana right away, so I don't really need it. I'm just...
And you don't really have to... Against the blue-black deck, you don't have to be worried about the treasure map getting abraded or anything. So
yeah. So... yeah, I think because this treasure map is going to turn into a land, I don't need to have that. So I'm just going to draw naturally. That was not a good draw, but...
Oh, see, that's what the upkeep scry does.
I do think I want to cast it. Not sure what I'm going to name, but might as well use our mana. So let's Spyglass and take a look at the other 2 cards you have.
Yeah, that was my first draw afterwards. I was like, that's not a good draw.
So, I mean, Scarab God is still kind of annoying just being a 5/5.
Yeah. It's a 5/5 that's hard to kill.
So, I'm not... I guess do you have Liliana in your deck?
So the other card I would name if I were you is I would name Champion of Wits.
Champion of Wits, that's what I was thinking.
Because then I wouldn't be able to eternalize it.
Yeah.
I do have 1 Liliana in my deck.
Yeah.
But I would name Champion of Wits.
Champion was the card I was thinking. I just wanted to check for other things. And I think this game's going to go long enough that naming Champion makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'll name Champion of Wits. I'll pass the turn.
All right. I'm going to do Obvious Blaze.
Yep. I will scry on end step. And yeah, definitely don't need this. See, all my cards were bad. So it didn't really matter when I scried. And now I get 3 treasures. Ryan Overturf.
Ryan Overturf making an appearance for the first time on the Versus series. Wow, what a treasure.
Yeah, national treasure Ryan Overturf.
Got national champion deck against national treasure. Ryan Overturf.
Okay, I am going to play a Tezzeret, and
Man, it starts at 5?
Yes.
Pluses to 6?
Plus it for a Thopter.
That's so many.
And
so much
pass the
loyalty.
turn.
All right, upkeep. Draw my card. Okay. Well, we definitely need to start contempting the Tezzeret. I could attack Tezzeret first with Scarab God and see if Ross chump blocks to keep the loyalty, but Tezzeret still just go to 1, so it's not like he's really forced into chump blocking here. So instead of that, I'm just going to go ahead and contempt now. So Ross could also have Metallic Rebuke, so he has the mana up with the treasures. And so you could just use 1 treasure, tap a couple Spyglasses, have a Rebuke up. But there's not really much we can do about that. I feel like how Ross played that is that he has a Rebuke to protect the Tezzeret, with him knowing that we have like 3 contempts here. So we could wait till upkeep to make him forced to use like a land, but I think getting the treasure off the battlefield with the Cove is better for us. So I'll go ahead and contempt Tezzeret.
I will Rebuke.
Aha. I knew it. All right, and
Figured me
then now whether we want to attack Tezzeret or attack him, I guess we attack Tez. I mean, we're still just going to be contempting the Tezzeret for the most part anyway. If we attack Tezzeret and you do not block, you go to 1, you can go to 2, make another Thopter, or you just draw 2 cards. Probably just draw 2 cards and still at 1, and then you have to chump the next turn. Whatever, I'm going to attack you.
Attack me?
Yeah.
Sure, I'll go to 13.
Okay, go ahead. I don't think that just the 5 loyalty on Tezzeret is going to be worth it for me to fight over, and rather just pressure.
So I draw 2 cards.
Yep.
And play an Inventor's Fair, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
And play a Renegade map. And attack you for 1.
All right, I'm down to 19.
And pass the turn.
So if we play any of these down here, well, obviously we're not playing Scare Grab. If we play one of these, we're just single spelling. And for how Ross did that, it's really looking like he's got counter magic. So again, I think we're just waiting another turn on the contempt. I'm going to attack you for 5.
I go to 8.
And I would like to take a look at your hand. Ah, there are a bunch of rebukes and another Tezzeret. So let's... What do we want to fight over? All right, so I'm going to get... So this spell's going to get rebuked that I'm about to play here. Because I can't take both rebukes, so he'll counter this. So I could take 1 rebuke, you use 1, and then you get to have your Tezzeret where you basically draw 3 for turn. You draw your 1 plus 2 more, and you have a backup Tezzeret. Or I could just make sure you don't have a backup Tezzeret. I don't think I mind if you have a backup Tezzeret. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll go ahead and take 1 of the rebukes.
Sure.
I really want my Torrential Gearhulk in particular resolving. Because that's just a difficult card that he has to deal with, plus it's a contempt also. So I'll play this.
I am going to respond to that with a drawing card. And that is going to resolve.
All right, so assuming you got it like a push, go ahead, pass turn. Some kind of removal spell.
So, on my upkeep, I get to gain a life from the Inventor Sphere. Brings me to 9.
Yep.
I will also not crack this map. Let's just draw a card. And how about 2 more cards?
Okay.
Okay. Let's play Spire. So now I have 7 lands and 4 artifacts with which to improvise.
You have 5th one here if you want.
I was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So this pays for rebuke, and then this pays for rebuke. This pays for the other card in our hand, and then we still get to sack this. Yeah. So I'm just gonna battle the Siphoner for 1.
Okay, it's just 1. So you gain 1 more life, go up to 10.
Yes. Then I am going to attack you for 1.
I'm down to 18.
And I will pass the turn.
I will go to combat.
Sure.
I'm going to attack you for 5.
I will take a point off of the Spire
Okay.
to contempt that. So I go to 9 and then go up to 11.
Okay. So you're up to 11. And drew another land, so we can pay for rebuke with this contempt. So I'll just go ahead and do that.
Okay. I will draw a card of this last treasure in response.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't have anything. Didn't think I did. So you go to 20.
Yep. I didn't particularly want to go ahead pass to Ross's upkeep and have him, or like just be able to have more mana for some other counterspell. I don't know if he has like Supreme Wills, what, I don't know his exact list.
Okay, so gain a life on my upkeep. I go to 12.
Yep, from Adventurous Fair.
Yep. Draw a card. Play Tezzeret. Excuse me. I will draw 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
I will play my land for turn. So I have a rebuke.
Yeah, you're good.
And I will attack you for 1.
All right, down to 19.
Pass the turn.
I will cast Never, targeting the Tezzeret.
That was a good draw.
That was a good draw. So it's still can't get. It's rebuke proof.
Sure, but you can exile a creature in any graveyard.
Not just any card.
Oh, any card. Okay.
Yeah, it's just exile a card in a graveyard. So I think I might as well use the return right now, even though that could get rebuked. I don't think I really care about the 2/2 getting rebuked, so I think that I'm perfectly fine with that. So I'll cast return. I'll target Year of Vraska's Contempt from your graveyard.
Sure.
All right, and I'll get a zombie.
I'm going to push the zombie.
All right, zombie gets pushed. Your turn.
Upkeep at gain 1, 13.
Yep. That's like one of the only things that doesn't make a tapped zombie. Kind of weird.
Got another Tezzeret.
Oh, gosh.
Stretch more cards.
So many Tezzerets. The whole draw 2 thing is pretty nice.
Play a Fountain of Renewal.
Okay.
And attack for 1.
All right, I am down
18.
to 18.
Pass the turn.
All right, now I want to keep playing around the rebuke. So we drew a land, so we have 3 mana left with playing Scarab God.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Now upkeep, I'll gain 2 life.
Yeah.
17.
Sorry, 15, right? 13
yeah,
to 15?
I misread my handwriting.
Okay.
I go to 15.
Yep.
So I think at this point I want to transition into killing Todd. So I've got 3, 4, 5, I have 8 lands. So I'm going to start plussing my Tezzeret and get some more Thopters here to apply more pressure. I am also going to play
Emblem. Search for a permanent card put on the battlefield.
I will play a Karn, and we saw one half of the commentator duo. Now we got a Matthias Hunt token.
Nice.
The math bot.
Nice.
I have 7 artifacts, so that's a 7/7. That's pretty big, and I get to attack for 1.
Down to 17.
And I will pass the turn.
I'm going to attack Karn.
I will block with
Oh yeah,
yeah. I have
that
a
thing's
7/7.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, it's a no. Yeah, sorry, that's just. I don't know. I just forgot that was just absolutely huge. No reason to attack there. Sorry. So I'll just play a Siphoner.
That's fine.
Okay, and go ahead.
I'll push the Siphoner.
Did you still had blue mana up after that push?
Yes.
Okay.
Upkeep at gain 2. So now I'm at 17.
Yep, 17 all.
17 all. Draw. Okay. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. So I can answer Todd's Scarab God now. Let's see if I have enough mana to do that. I guess I should because I'm making more things. So let's make another Thopter.
Okay.
That one can't attack. Let's make another Math Bot. And 5 black. Let's battle at the bridge of the Scarab God for 5.
Okay.
Brings me to 22.
Yep, and I'll trigger it, so I'll get it back at the end step.
Yeah, but before the end step, I'll pop the Scavenger Grounds.
Okay. Which I guess in response to that, I mean, my Gear Hulk's just going to get countered.
Yeah, you literally know I have a rebuke.
Yeah.
So.
But it's not going to do anything. I don't have outs. I'm going to go ahead and play it.
Okay, I'll rebuke it.
All right, I'm going to let it get rebuked.
Yeah, Rebuke that. And then I have 3, 4, and this is 9. So I have 9 artifacts. Yeah. So attack you for 11. Brings you to 6.
Yep.
Pass the turn.
So I think my only hope was because the Gear Hulk was not going to be good enough even
once the
graveyard's gone. And so hoping maybe I draw something that the rebukes out of your hand and I draw something really sweet.
I don't know what that thing could be.
I don't know, like maybe I have a River's Rebuke in here?
Yeah. River's Rebuke would be pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you'd still be really far behind.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that's like my one option to have a chance. And no, I'm dead. I can get a commit or a cast down. I can kill one, but the other mat bot's going to kill me.
Yeah.
So there we go. I'm dead. All right. And we're back for sideboarding here. So what we're doing here is we're basically, as you can tell here, we're taking out our removal. Ross just isn't playing very many creatures. We didn't see we didn't see a single one. Game 1 there. May have something like a Scarab God or something like that, or like Gear Hulk. We don't know exactly, but didn't really see anything. And we still have Vraska's Contempts and Counter Magic. So Scatter, Fatal Push, Easy Cuts for Duress Negate. Those are pretty easy 3-for-3 swaps. We're upgrading our 2-drops instead of Cast Down, which really doesn't look like it has a good target at all. We can get a Bloodfast and a Consign that can kind of deal with, like, we can just for a turn take him off like Spyglass and then be able to activate Scarab God, for example, something like that.
Just bounce a Planeswalker and then get ahead on board, so replaying it is awkward.
Yep, so lots of things to do with that. And then Glimmer to go with our Gear Hulks. We're going to be more proactive over the Doomfall. That's just like a 3-mana Duress kind of card.
Yeah, on my side, I am opting not to bring in any copies of Duress or Negate. As the more tap-out deck of the two, with pretty expensive Planeswalkers, I don't think holding up counter spells is going to be that easy. Rebuke is significantly easier to hold up because it often costs 1 mana, so I'm going to leave those in the deck, and I'm cutting Fatal Push, making myself a little more vulnerable to Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, but I do have Cast Down and Battle at the Bridge, so I have a decent number of removal spells to answer that, and Fatal Push is so narrow, it really only answers Siphoner. And I'm bringing in the 4th Contempt, which answers a much wider array of threats, and then 2 copies of the Antiquities War, which I think gives my deck a secondary angle of attack. If we both in the post-board games end up just sort of settling in for this long grind fest, I can find a spot to slam a copy of the Antiquities War, maybe after Todd plays a Scarab God or plays a Champion of Wits if I'm on the play, and suddenly this is not a card that he interacts well with once it's on the battlefield, nor are the cheap artifacts in my deck, and I'm just threatening to end the game and go over the top of this attrition nonsense and sort of combo kill him. So I think Antiquities War will be good, even though Todd's bringing in a bunch of copies of Duress and Negate, because he has to use these on like my Planeswalkers too, so it's just another threat that I can overload these answers with.
Back for game 2, and usually so far this week I've had like some hands that have been kind of sketchy, but I've had lots of lands and a good mana base. This one we're not quite there, but if we can just hit 1 land drop and get to this Champion of Wits, I think we're going to be fine to be able to loot a couple of times. So I don't really want to get rid of this. On the draw, I think this would be a little too slow, but on the play, I think we can get there.
Yeah, this is a slow matchup.
I
wouldn't mind a slow hand even on the draw. My hand, I've taken a mulligan to 6, and as long as Todd doesn't have like Duress into Siphoner, I should be fine.
Okay.
But I do get a Scry too to help me out. And yeah, I think I'll keep that one. Can't hurt.
All right, well, I'm going to go swimming.
Swimming in the fetid pools. I don't think that's a good idea. I'm not sure. It's probably got some diseases in there.
Well, I guess we're committed now for the swamp. Go ahead.
Okay, I will play Prophetic Prism.
You got it.
Draw a card. Pass.
Never didn't have it. Champion.
Someone drew a 3rd land.
Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of the... So we're definitely getting rid of one of these and one of those. Maybe just both of these. I want to be able to answer some kind of... So if we get rid of both of these, we won't be able to answer like the artifacts at all. If we get rid of both of those, but I'm not really scared of any artifact you could play like this next turn. So I think I'm actually just going to get rid of Consign and Commit.
Okay.
Yeah, good value. So they're still kind of like cards in my graveyard because I can cast either one from the graveyard.
So I think rather than starting to get this going, I want to make sure I hit more land drops. So I'm going to start with another Prism.
Okay.
And then play a Renegade map and pass the turn.
All right, I will attack for 2.
I got 18.
2018. Hey, it is 2018. Duress.
Interesting. I have a lot of options.
Okay. I think for how expensive our hand is and everything, the Rebuke is actually probably just a nightmare. It's just a 1-mana card that's going to answer one of our cards. All the rest of the stuff is just kind of like, I don't really care about these two. I don't really care about. I think Rebuke's probably going to be it's just going to be such a good tempo play. Just 1-mana counter something.
Makes sense.
All right, go ahead and get rid of that. And I will be passing the turn.
Okay, no 4th land?
Nope.
Ooh.
Like I said, the Rebuke was going to be a good tempo play.
Okay, then. Well, that was a good card to draw. Let's crack this map.
Okay.
And get a swamp. And... oh, there's a swamp. Now... without the Rebuke to defend it, I guess it is. I'll just run out this card.
Negate.
That's pretty good.
Attack for 2.
16.
And I'm going to play Ether Hub, get an energy, and play a Bloodfast. Go ahead.
You have 3 in hand?
Yep, 3 in hand.
Well, he's going to get 1 card out of it, but I'll play a Spyglass.
Yep, and I'll go ahead and draw.
Brings you
draw
to
a card.
18.
Yep.
I will name Arguable's Bloodfast.
Okay.
And play a treasure map. You got...
I have Champion, 2 Contempt, Scarab God.
Just leave it up for me.
Okay.
You can go.
Wow, didn't even leave up your hand earlier when I saw yours.
Oh, you know I have these 2.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to go to combat.
14.
She's down to 14. So I think we're just going to go with, let's just start with the Champion.
Okay.
Draw 2 more cards. This one in particular doesn't seem too good. So I'll discard that one. And I think I may just get rid of one of these Contempts. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of a Contempt. So it's either, I'm definitely in between just discarding one of these 2, Contempt or Scarab God. And this Scarab God's going to, it's just going to eat a Contempt, but at least that means, you have to start using your removal on these, and, they're all good Contempt targets. So we already have another Contempt. It doesn't look like there's anything over there. I don't think we need a second, so we'll do that. Play that, and pass the turn.
Okay. Well, I have found another land, which is fine, and I will pass the turn.
All right. Drop. Not the best with how our hand is. We'll go to combat.
Go to
4. All right, so I think our best plays here are either Scarab God is one option, but then that just lets you Contempt really easily. So I don't really want to do that. So I think instead, I'm actually just going to go ahead and Oblivion and make you discard 2 cards. I think that's going to be just the better thing to do. Just go Oblivion, you discard 2 cards.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to use my mana here.
I think I was probably supposed to battle at the bridge one of these champions for 1 on my turn. I forgot about that Oblivion. Then I could have at least mitigated this a little bit. Yeah, I'll discard these 2.
Wow. That other card must be good.
Uh,
Skrizzle?
Yep. We need something good here, and that is not it. That was a land. Upkeep, I'm going to scry again.
Okay. These don't go down. Okay.
And that is another land. And draw for turn. And that's a little awkward, but it'll play. I guess not really. Pass the turn. I'm at 10 right now.
I'm currently at 10. I will go to combat.
Sure.
Down to 6.
Yep.
All right, down to 6. All right, so drawing this was very good because now we can play a siphoner.
Ugh.
Just put more pressure.
Yeah.
Second energy. Pass the turn.
Well, now I'm pretty forced to do this and probably have a negate. I'll tempt a champion.
All right, so we did just draw a negate here, so we could negate this, and then be able to present lethal. But I'm also just looking really good. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna. So a way that I could lose this, I guess, if I negate this, then you untap and slam like a Tezzeret. That it's gonna be kind of hard for me to. Then you just keep on getting like Thopters that like get in the way of these, and so maybe I just let this happen and just hold up the negate for something else. But then we can't really play Scarab God with negate. We're drawing 2 cards with the Siphoner. I think I'm actually fine letting this happen.
Yeah, I go to 8.
Yeah, go ahead.
Upkeep, let's scry again. And that is too slow at this point. So I'll bottom that. Yep. 3 Rhine Overturfs. Draw a card. And pass the turn.
All right, so upkeep. I'm going to lose a life, lose both this energy.
You go to 17.
Go to 17, draw a card, draw another card for turn. Play an Ether Hub to get this energy back. Go to combat.
Yep.
Attack for 4, trigger this, get another energy.
I go to 4.
Put you down to 4. And I think we just keep holding our negate up, so I'll pass turn.
On your end step, I will contempt a champion.
Okay, so I don't really want that to happen, obviously. And I think where we're at now with you being at 4, and if I negate, all right, so if I negate this, then I'd only have Contempt up, which probably doesn't do a whole lot. But our other draw here was a Gear Hulk, so I'm going to go ahead and use this energy for a Gear Hulk negate.
Yeah, that seems good.
And then we still just have more pressure on the battlefield also.
Okay. Well, I got like pretty conservative trying to like play around the Scarab God, and I think I got punished for that in this game, and now I just drew 2 lands, so.
Yeah, I have another Scarab God in hand.
Hold on. What if I guess I can Tezzeret draw 2 cards.
Okay.
And if I get 2 really good ones.
Yeah. It'd have to be like a push and a cast down.
What about Drowned Catacomb Spirebluff Canal?
Well, I mean, those are worth more.
Not good enough.
No. Yeah, flip your cove.
Okay, we are going to game 3 here, and I've decided to bring in a couple of duresses. Todd's like negates and Vraska's contempts were a problem there. I think being able to take them proactively. I want to take a proactive stance in the matchup, so I like duress over negate. I kind of want more than 2, but there's really nothing I feel like I can cut. I'm already a little wary trimming down on the 1-mana artifacts, but I haven't really needed them in the first 2 games. So, and there are 7 of them in the deck, so I think I can cut a couple. My life total is not going to be under a ton of pressure, so I think Fountain of Renewal is the one to cut as opposed to the one that fixes my mana and gets me land drops. So I'm just going to try 2 duresses and see how that goes. Okay, we are here for game 3. I'm on the play, and this looks like a pretty solid hand. We're going to get some artifacts on the battlefield early, draw a couple extra cards, and then go from there.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine. I have good mana, and of course, I absolutely love Argos Bloodfast in this matchup. It's just key card, so keeping it because of that. The other cards, I probably don't like it all, and I'm probably too reactionary, but I'm just relying on Bloodfast getting me there.
Okay.
Hoping Ross doesn't have Spyglass. That's what I'm hoping. Go ahead.
I will play Prophetic Prism and draw a card.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I'll go Bloodfast. Go ahead.
I do not have a Spyglass. I do have another Prism.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's play that land so it doesn't intertap later.
I'll just play the Swamp. And so, like, I could get this down right now, but there's a good chance that I'm cycling this later. So I'll just play a Swamp, because I think I'll just be cycling this, and I'll pass turn. Well, actually, wait. I may not pass turn. I guess, so I don't have a counterspell in my hand, and I guess I could draw a Duress that I could use to hit a 4-mana Planeswalker. So actually, I want to just pay the 2 life right now, because I could hit Duress.
You're at 18.
So 18, and see if we Duressed. We did not. That was not a good card to draw. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I was going to jam this anyway, I promise.
Yeah.
Because my hand is not great, and I was just going to hope you didn't have negate, but I have an Antiquities War.
Ooh, okay.
That seems pretty good here.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So look at the top 5, and I get an artifact.
Yeah, you don't play that not to jam it.
Yep. And I found an artifact, so there's a Prism.
Okay.
You can go. In a random order.
Tap, draw. Champion's good, but also kind of awkward. I don't think I need to do this. I think I can wait a turn before I use that card. So we'll go Champion, see if we find Duress. We do not. Let's discard some cards. Definitely discarding the other Bloodfast, and then we'll discard one of our 1,000,000 lands. I want to keep the hubs because I want the energy in case we just Siphoner. And there's a good chance we can still cycle this Fetid Pools later, so we'll still just play other lands. So I'll play this
Got to discard another card there. Todd.
Oh, right. That's what I want to do. I thought, let's discard that. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. All right, there we go. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, draw my card. This goes off again. Top 5. Ooh, last card. Okay. So I will start with a Prophetic Prism.
Okay.
Draw a card. And then I will play this Swamp and a Fountain of Renewal.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
A pretty weird game so far.
I assume Todd has one of his ways to interact with the Antiquities War here. Otherwise, I feel like he'd be a lot more stressed out.
Tech for 2.
18.
All right, so Frost has a counter spell. We're just dead. I guess I could have not attacked and tried to not die. What does it make these all 5/5s?
Yes.
Well, 5/10. No, so we'd just be dead. So might as well. All right, so I'm going to be using a commit on that. So it's like timing. So like you could still have Rebuke now, upkeep, draw step, any of those. I kind of think I want to just commit after you draw, even though it's it's just the word. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till after you draw, even though it just gives you another chance of getting a counterspell, because it can put it one more down, and I think that's like how I can win this. Because if you have a counterspell, I'm just gonna die.
Okay,
so yeah, I'm gonna let you draw. I'm gonna commit that. Did you draw the counterspell?
Were we watching?
Yeah.
Is that what we're watching?
It was definitely a risk.
See me draw this?
Yeah, it was a risk.
Were you watching that? Is
Yeah.
that good?
Yeah. My hand was just really bad.
Yeah, this is all removal. That makes sense. I think that's a pretty good calculated risk to take.
Yeah.
Because like if I already have it, you're just dead regardless.
Right, and if I put it second down now, you're going to draw it in 2 turns, and I'm probably still going to die to it.
Yeah.
So
my hand was just all removal too. So
yeah.
I guess I missed this trigger, but yeah, drew the Rebuke. These things become 5/5s. Mush you.
Yep, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a calculated risk.
I think it was a fine one.
Yeah. And so for the conclusion of our blue-black mid-range control mirror match.
3 days in a row. Core set 19.
Yeah.
Coming through big.
Yeah. And, we had the traditional blue-black mid-range deck that's been doing really well, and then, we play like a more, weirder deck with some Antiquities War, Tezzerets, and those cards looked really good.
Tezzeret looked insane in game 1.
Yeah,
I drew
Tezzeret was incredible.
So many cards.
Draw 2?
Yeah.
every turn.
Just divination.
Yeah.
Like, how many planeswalkers have a 0-mana ability that is a 3-mana spell?
Yeah, that's not many.
Yeah.
Right? Like sure, like some of like the really expensive ones, like the original Nicol Bolas has like a plus, just like Vindicate kind of thing, type thing. But that's like
But
we're
this
talking
is a
about five,
5-mana.
yeah, 5-mana planeswalker with a bunch of loyalty already. It starts with
Granted,
5.
You do have to put a lot of work to get the artifacts into play, but
Right.
treasure map and the cheap artifacts, you get to play Rebuke. So like the artifacts work pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2, you were able to get ahead, and negate was definitely an issue. And I think I should have had Duress in for game 2.
Yeah.
So Duress is, I think, an important card out of this deck sideboard to combat people bringing in negates and things. So you don't get caught off guard just slamming 4 and 5 mana sorceries into a 2-mana counterspell and just falling behind. But then in game 3, just like I drew it up, Antiquities War sidesteps this whole card advantage long game attrition nonsense and just says, do you have it? No, you're dead.
Yeah.
You had Argyll's Bloodfast. It looked embarrassing because you had no life.
Well, I mean, my draws did not, I didn't find any Duresses, negates, anything like that.
Yeah,
didn't
you just
really
found
have
spot removal.
Yeah, just found spot. Like I had Planeswalkers covered, so like I had like Contempts, I had plenty of Contempts. So like if you had the Planeswalkers, I had those covered. But yeah, you had a different line of attack there that I did not have covered.
Yeah, that just goes well, and it looked good to me.
Yeah, it looked pretty good.
I had some extra removal there left over, so if Antiquities War had been answered, we could have sat there and played a bit. I would have cycled my Fountain, tried to find some other threat. You have Contempts in hand, but if I draw Karn, I'm either going to plus and draw a card or make this big thing you have to kill. Probably just make a big thing.
Right.
I do like that -2 in Karn in this deck is great. You make 4/4s, 5/5s, I made a 7/7 in game 1.
Yeah, that's definitely very important.
Or like if I draw Tezzeret, you don't have the negate, I'm going to play it, draw 2 cards. You're going to have to contempt that, so I'm up 2 cards at that point.
Right.
But in those games, you do have the Bloodfast going, so that almost brings us a parity. You would have definitely been ahead because of the Bloodfast, but instead I had Antiquities War, and that card was great.
Yeah.
And I drew Metallic Rebuke.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I think they saw that.
Okay.
I think they saw that. I
made
think they got it. Okay.
It was pretty good.
So how do you feel about like just straight blue-black with that deck? You do have prisms, you do have renegade maps. So like do you think that like maybe like it should be like a 3-color deck? Like how we've seen like the Grixis decks before, or do you like the blue-black?
I like starting at blue-black. I don't want to add extra colors before I have a really good understanding of where the holes are and how the matchups play out. And if you find that you need to splash another color, I think you can do that.
Yeah.
And there are, you saw Spirebluff Canal, there are some red cards. You have 3 Chandra's Defeats on the sideboard for red decks. And between Spirebluff Canal and Prophetic Prism, you should be, and Spire of Industry, you have a good number of sources to cast them.
We saw like the first week of Dominaria when I played Standard on our team event. I played a similar style deck. It obviously wasn't the same, didn't have as many artifacts, but I had Karn, Treasure Map, Ballista, and I was Sultai. I was basically splashing green for naturalize effects, Vraska at 6 mana, or just like actual naturalizes,
Yes.
So blue-black does like struggle with artifacts and enchantments kind of traditionally, and you have like with Renegade Map Prisms, maybe that's the color that you kind of want to splash if you end up thinking that you have like some holes against other artifact and enchantment decks.
You could splash whatever color you want. The mana is there, as long as the splash isn't too intensive. If you find that's where you need a little bit of help, you can definitely do that.
Get some Carnage Tyrants.
Sure.
Yeah.
But overall, I was very impressed with the deck. One of the things that I think will be an underrated aspect of the way this deck is built is the amount of life gain in it. Between Fountain of Renewal and Inventor's Fair and Vraska's Contempt and Battle at the Bridge, that gains a lot of life. Game 1, I took a couple of attacks from a Scarab God thing and went to 8, and you think like maybe that becomes a little scary. I ended the game at
17?
23.
Oh, 23, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I can't really read my handwriting, but at least 17.
Yeah.
Because I think I cast a battle at the end. So,
yeah, I think maybe even 22 or something. Yeah, who knows?
So you just gain a ton of life. That'll help you out a lot against the red decks, because part of what the red decks do is they're able to generate card advantage while pressuring you and force you to answer the stuff that's going to kill you, and then you can't answer the things that run away with the game when it goes long. So having a little bit of life gain affords you the time to be able to answer the card advantage threats first and then deal with what's on the board. And that's basically what I did in game 1. So a lot of things to like here. I think Tezzeret really impressed. The surrounding cards are never going to be like super powerful. Like the blue-black deck is more individual power level. Its worst card is better than this deck's worst card. But the synergies in this deck when they come together are really good. Yeah.
That's very good points. Very good points. So far we've had 3 matches this week testing out Core Set 19, and it's been looking really good. We've had built around Nicol Bolas and Supreme Phantom and Tezzeret.
Yeah.
Was it Tezzeret something?
I don't know. It's not Agent Ebola.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say that.
Tezzeret Artifice Master.
Okay, Artifice Master. Yeah, you did master some artifices there.
I did.
So that works.
Yeah, all the core set 19 cards that we've been adding decks have looked impressive. We got 2 more days of putting core set 19 to the test.
And we've played against like the best decks in the format. You know, black-red, blue-black mid-range, Jeskai. Like these are like, we're playing against the best decks here.
Tomorrow we got our second modern set of the week. I'm going to be playing humans again. Tier 1 modern deck.
Absolutely.
And, Todd, what are you bringing to the table?
I'm bringing Skred Dragons tomorrow. So we're going to have, it's going to be like Skred Red, but instead of using like Koth and Chandra, even though there are a couple Chandras, but that kind of stuff to finish, we are going to have my Storm Breaths. We're going to have the new 3-mana Sarkhan. We're going to have Glory Bringers. We're going to be going Dragons.
Yeah, so you'll be able to cycle through your deck, find the removal that you need, and then eventually just power out some Dragons with Sarkhan.
We'll have like Blood Moon, good 1-mana removal with Skred.
Yep.
And Lightning Bolt. So yeah, it'll be a good matchup. So go on back tomorrow to see that, some more modern, and then Friday we'll finish it up with some standard with some with a Black-White Knight Angel deck. Yeah, with a Johnny and Resplendent Angel. That'll be sweet. So for Ross Marin, I'm Todd Stevens. Thanks for watching the Versus series here on StarCityGames.com.